Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students, today we are going to study the next topic of motion in a straight line. Until now we came to know what is position vector, what is frame of reference, what is distance, displacement and speed. Okay, today we will study about velocity and some of the term related to the velocity of a particle. Okay. So let us start today's video lecture with the term velocity. What is velocity? Let's understand. So velocity it is the change in the position. It is change in the position of a body or an object with time in certain direction. Okay, means to say, if we are defining any physical quantity with the help of direction, that means that physical quantity is a kind of vector quantity. So velocity is a vector quantity, and when we are studying velocity, we need to specify the direction of motion of a body. Okay, so here we are writing that velocity, it is the change in position of a body with time in certain direction. This position must take place, this position change in position must take place in some specified direction, some certain direction. Body is moving in some certain direction from one point to another point. Okay, so with time this displacement we are calculating. So how to find out the velocity mathematically? So if we write the definition of velocity mathematically, it is displacement covered by a body in unit time. Okay, this is mathematical definition of velocity. Okay, it is displacement covered by a body in unit time. And now you will say, sir, you have not written certain direction, because displacement itself it is a vector quantity. Okay, so when we are writing the definition in terms of displacement, we should not write here certain direction. If we are writing it is the distance covered by a body in unit time, then we have to mention here in certain direction in mathematical definition of velocity. So what is velocity actually? Velocity is displacement upon time. Okay, so velocity it is equal to the displacement upon time. So this is the velocity. What is the SI unit of the velocity? Let's see what is the SI unit of velocity. SI unit of velocity, how we are measuring the displacement in meter and time we are measuring in second. So the unit of velocity will be equal to meter per second. What is CGS unit? Centimeter gram second. Unit of velocity is centimeter per second. What is dimensional formula? Dimensional formula. Student, you must be curious whenever you are writing any physical quantity, definition of any physical quantity, and you are getting formula for that. You must remember we have to write the SI unit, the CGS unit, the dimensional formula. Okay, you bring this thing in your practice. Okay, whenever you are writing the formula of any physical quantity, you must remember that I have to write the SI unit, I have to write the CGS unit, I have to write the dimensional formula. Okay, and always when you are studying the physics, whatever quantities you are getting, whatever the formulas you are getting, you must curious about that. Okay, so that you could know the formula, you could know the units of that formula, unit of that physical quantity, because whenever the students are doing any numericals or any question they are solving for the physics, they always forget to write the units for that physical quantity, and there is deduction of marks when we are not writing the unit for any calculation, and we have calculated any physical quantity, I have not written the unit for that physical quantity, and half marks will be deducted. Okay, so it becomes very important to know the dimensional formula of the physical quantity and SI unit and CGS unit. Okay, you must keep remember this thing. So what is the velocity? Velocity is the displacement upon time. SI unit of velocity is meter per second. CGS unit is centimeter per second. And dimensional formula, it is m0, L and t minus 1. Okay, so this is the dimensional formula. Now we have some more terms to explain, and that terms are uniform velocity and variable velocity. Okay, now we are going to understand what is uniform velocity and what is variable velocity. Okay, let's see what is uniform velocity. Velocity we have understood, uniform velocity. Okay. Okay, like Sangeeta is riding a bicycle to a certain direction in a straight line, and every 2 seconds it is moving 2 meter per second. Sorry, 2 meter. Okay, it is covering the displacement of 2 meter in every 2 seconds in certain direction. Here it is the limit of certain direction. Okay. In some certain direction, Sangeeta is riding a bicycle. In every 2 seconds it is covering a distance of 2 meter. In every 2 seconds it is covering a displacement of 2 meter. It is displacement. Okay, it is displacement. In every 2 seconds it is covering a displacement of 2 meter. Okay, so that we could see there, the displacement is equal and time interval it is equal. Okay, if a motion in a certain direction, for a motion in a certain direction, if displacement covered by a body, equal displacement, a body is covering equal displacement in equal interval of time, then we say that body, the motion of the body or the velocity of the body is uniform. Okay, so how to write this definition? If a body covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, then velocity of body is said to be uniform. Okay, you might have understood what is uniform velocity. If a body is covering equal displacement, I have told you, when we are writing, when we are speaking like displacement, that means we already specified the direction. If a body is in certain direction, a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then we say that the velocity of a body is uniform. Okay, or the displacement covered by a body is equal in equal interval of time, then we say that body is moving with a uniform velocity. So what is the variable velocity? Variable velocity means if the velocity of a body is going to be changed, okay, or magnitude of velocity it is going to be changed, or if the direction of velocity it is going to be changed, or both are going to be changed with time, So then we say that body is moving with a variable velocity. Okay, so what is variable velocity? Variable velocity, if the velocity of body, don't write velocity of body, if the magnitude of velocity of a body changes or direction changes or both change with time, then it is said velocity of a body is variable. Student, have you understood this variable velocity? If the magnitude, it is going to be changed, like a body is moving in a circular path. Okay, if a body is moving in a circular path and now it is moving with 2 meter per second, its speed is 2 meter per second. Okay, so this is 2 meter per second, this is 2 meter per second, and this is 2 meter per second, and here it is 2 meter per second. So with time, what is changing? Magnitude, it is not changing, it is 2 meter per second, but the direction of velocity, it is changing. So here we can say this is a variable velocity, because at every instant of the point, the velocity, it is the direction of velocity, it is going to be changed. Okay, so if the direction is changing, magnitude remains same, we say that a body is moving with a variable velocity. Instead of this example, if a body is moving in some certain direction, like it is moving in a straight line, and in every 2 seconds it is going to be move with a different velocity, with a different magnitude, like here it was 2 meter, and here it is 2.5 meter, here it is 3 meter, and then it becomes 2 meter, then it becomes 4 meter. So in every equal interval of time, the magnitude, the distance covered by the body, the displacement covered by the body, it is different. So magnitude is changing with time. So now the magnitude is changing, direction remains same, we say that the velocity of a body is variable. So either magnitude change or the direction change or both change with time. Okay, like body is moving in a circular path, and at certain place its velocity was 2 meter per second, and another place it becomes 4 meter per second, then another place it becomes 10 meter per second, then again it becomes 2 meter per second. So in circular path, direction is changing, and along with the change in direction, magnitude is also changing. Then we say that the velocity of the body is variable velocity. Have you understood this? So what is variable velocity? Variable velocity, either the magnitude it is going to be changed, or the direction it is going to be changed, or both are going to be changed with time. Then we say that body is moving with a variable velocity. So next definition we have average velocity. What is average velocity and how to calculate it, and when to calculate it? Very important, average velocity. Okay, when to calculate average velocity? Just now I have told you one situation, that body is moving in certain direction, but now the displacement covered by the body in equal interval of time, it is not equal, it is unequal. Sometimes it is covering 2 meters, sometimes it is covering 3 meter, sometimes it is covering 4 meter. So in equal interval of time, the magnitude of displacement covered by the body is different. Okay, so we say that body is moving with a variable velocity. So when there it is a situation of variable velocity, then we have to calculate between 2 points what was the average velocity of the body. So initial point to final point, if a body started its motion from some point, from some station and gone to some destination. So from that station to that destination in certain direction, and its velocity was changing, the magnitude of velocity was changing. So how to calculate the average velocity for such kind of body? So average velocity, it is equal to, it is the ratio of total displacement covered by the body to the time interval for which displacement occurs. Okay, so average velocity or VAV is equal to total displacement upon time interval. Okay, this is called the average velocity. And in expression, how to write it? Like a body started its motion from the displacement x1 and gone to x2, the time t1, at time t1 the displacement was x1, and time t2 there was the displacement of x2. So what is the average velocity of such kind of body? That is x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1. And here we can simply write it as delta x upon delta t. Okay, so this is how we are writing the mathematical expression for average velocity. It is the ratio of total displacement covered by the body to the time interval for which the displacement occur. Okay, is that clear, students? And this is how we are writing the average velocity. Now if we want to write the instantaneous velocity, as its name, instantaneous velocity. What is instantaneous velocity, student? It is the velocity of a body for an instant of time, or at a point of its path. Okay, so for an instant of time, whatever is the velocity of a body, that we call as instantaneous velocity. That is very short time interval, very short time, that infinitesimally small time interval. Okay, more specifically, if we say that for infinitesimally small time interval, whatever the velocity of the body will be, that is called instantaneous velocity. So how to write the definition of instantaneous velocity? It is the velocity of a body for any instant of time. Okay, for any instant of time or at any point of its path. Okay, at any point of its path for very short time interval, for very short time interval. Okay, so how to write mathematically the instantaneous velocity, or mathematical expression for the instantaneous velocity? So just now we have written the formula for average velocity. Okay, so average velocity, it was v average delta x upon delta t. And how to convert this formula for instantaneous velocity? And just now I told you it is instant, and instant of time, it is a very short time, that is infinitesimally small time interval. Okay, and for that infinitesimally small time interval, the velocity of a body is said to be instantaneous velocity. And how to convert this average velocity into instantaneous velocity? By using the limitation to the time when time is approaching to zero. Okay, we are limiting the time now. Okay, we are going to divide that time to the zero. We are approaching the time to the zero, decreasing the time to the zero. A very small part we are going to convert. Okay, so what is instantaneous velocity? We write the limit for time we decreases up to zero. That means time is decreased to very small value, and the average velocity was delta x upon delta t. And when there it is a limit for time approaches to zero, we can write this formula as dx upon dt. Okay, so this is called instantaneous velocity, the velocity of a body for infinitesimally small time interval, that is called instantaneous velocity. Okay students, so this is how we are writing the instantaneous velocity of a body. Okay, so today I'm going to explain you till here, and next video lecture we are going to study about the uniform motion, and we are going to study about the characteristic of the uniform motion, and many more, a number of equations there we have to prove for that, and the graph we have to study. Okay, till then, thank you very much.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives.